This week's watch is episode 12, a special edition for these festive days. We've got 6 dress watches lined up, and I can't wait to show you. So no Rolexes this time, no tool watches, just classy, really gentleman watches, very sophisticated pieces in front of me. The watch I'm wearing myself suits it very perfectly. On my wrist is an IWC automatic movement with a date function in steel. And it's not the only IWC we have for this week, because we got 2 more, and I like to start with the golden one. The 50s is known to be a period from IWC that a lot of beautiful dress watches came out of the factory, and they're priced in such a friendly manner. For example, this one with extract of the archives, near to mint condition, fully original, and the dial is super crisp. Can you believe the price being only 2,900 euros? 18 karat gold case with a nice kind of spider leg lugs, I believe they call it, as they simulate the shape of the spider legs, as well as the dial with the applied baton markers and Arabic numerals. This is such a treat, and it's not only a good watch to wear during the holidays, but it is the entire year. When you're suited up, this is what you need to have on your wrist. For the second dress watch from IWC, we go back 10 years earlier, from the 40s. It's an incredible shape. Imagine this watch being almost 70 years old. It's over 70 years old. It's amazing. The blued steel hands, they look so strong on the white dial, the off-white dial, I have to say. It features a full Roman Arabic numerals, which is also very elegantly shaped. I especially love the 4 on this dial, as well as the decentral seconds at the 6 o'clock position, which is in a quite large sub-dial, but looks very elegant on this piece. 34 millimeters, so slightly smaller than its golden counterpart, and the price range is similar, yet even less. So this week we feature more watches in a more friendly price zone, and this is a very stunner. Omega is known to have made beautiful dress watches as well. Next to their more sporty line, of course, we know the Seamaster 300, the Speedmaster, both models that I really love, but they're so sturdy and they're so tough. It's not elegant, but this time we do have 2 elegant pieces from Omega, and one of my favorite all-time designs is, of course, the Constellation with the pie pen dial. The kinked lugs is a beautiful extra, as well as the really broad hour markers. This dial configuration is also known as the hairspring dial, because of the cross that's in the middle, and of course the Constellation star at the 6 o'clock position, as well as the applied Omega logo and the text. On the back side we feature the famous Constellation logo, and it's still in a very nice shape. You can see it's not polished often because it's still very thick in there. It's also strapped to a leather band, just like all the watches we have this week. A green cordovan strap, which of course is optional, and it comes with its original buckle. The price is very fair, 2,450 euros for one of my all-time favorites. And it won't be the last Omega Constellation pie pen we will have these days, but it might just be my very favorite. So pick it up, guys. Next up are some chronograph watches. I hear you thinking chronographs are a little bit more sportier, and it's true. It's also often because the case sizes are bigger to house this chronograph movement. But furthermore, the vintage chronographs are a really nice addition to your dress watch collection. Omega, we have to start with caliber 871, housed in the reference 145018. It's a stainless steel chronograph dating back to 1966. The round pushers, the very thick case. It's a strong watch, 36 millimeters. The dial is also stunning. The tachymeter scale at the outside of the dial makes it become more alive. There's a lot of things going on this watch, yet it's still very stylish, it's still very classic, so you can't go wrong when you wear this chronograph under your suit and shirt. From the same period, we feature another chronograph watch. It's the Breitling Top Time Reference 2002. It's one of my favorite references, and it also has to do a lot about the price, because the pricing is so nice, 2,900 euros, so it's almost 1,000 euro less expensive than the Omega, which is amazing because the watch actually features a beautiful Valjoux movement. The Panda dial, of course, is a nice addition. Round pushers, original crown. This is so cool piece to wear. Case size making it very elegant and timeless, 36 millimeters, as well as the Omega, and 1966, same year as the Omega. It's a hard choose which to go for, but for me, I'll have to go for the 2 registers for the Breitling. We're not done yet with the complications. First, we had 3 time-only watches. The 2 chronographs were already nice, but how about a full calendar with moon phase? Angelus is the name of the brand. It's so undervalued. When you see the pictures of the watch, when you see the watch in real life, it's such a stunning piece. Radium numerals, radium hands in blued steel, matching perfectly with the moon phase. And moon phase watches always have this kind of really romantic feel, especially when it comes in a case with these step lugs and a perfect size of 34 millimeters. At the 12 o'clock position on the dial, we see both the day as well as the month, making it quite a complicated watch, especially for one from the 50s. It's housed with a caliber 256 and the same price for this Angelus Datolux as for the Omega Seamaster chronograph, 3,800, and that's how you end a drop. So guys, I'm super curious to hear what you think about this drop and what you think in a whole about the dress watches. I'm really someone who can appreciate a nice dress watch, and I think it's quite a mismatch to go for a suit and tie and have a Submariner or a GMT. It's not my style. You have to pick the right watch, and any of these 6 watches will fit your suit perfectly, especially during your nice Christmas dinner or when you're meeting family. It's such sophisticated feel. It's the real vintage looks, and I want to hear what you think of these. Which one is your favorite, or are you really just into dress watches, sporty watches, and not into dress watches? I myself have to tell you that this special edition dress watch drop was super cool to do, and I hope you enjoyed it. And whether you go for dress watches or sporty watches, there's one very important thing to always remember, and that's the best day to buy a vintage watch is today. Cheers, guys.